If you're feeling bored, stuck in a rut, and need some inspiration to shake up your summer, keep watching. Welcome back to Etiquette UK. I am delighted to have you joining me today. Etiquette UK is here for you. And if you're looking to find me when I'm not here, please try me on Instagram. Leave me a DM if you need to. I look forward to that. I'd like to remind you that Etiquette UK is not about being perfect. I'll repeat that, not about being perfect. Enter any boardroom and be able to have your seat at the table. People will listen to what you have to say because you'll have the confidence to contribute at the table. Good manners, without a doubt, will open doors for you. Doors of opportunity. People will like you. People will support you. People will compliment you. People will recommend you. Because you are kind and you help your community and you look out for others. If this is something you want to do, if you want to elevate your personal and professional life and you're ready to do it now, if this is your time, then boredom is very subjective. For some, they can't wait for summer to spend their time gardening, and for others, they can't think of anything. More boring. Are you a fan of gardening or not a fan? Comment below, I'd love to know. Ask yourself if what you're doing is repetitive. Too easy, or maybe not very interesting. It's less likely to hold your attention and maybe making you feel unchallenged. So this summer, make it a point to explore new experiences. You never know where it might lead to. All of you, if not most of you who watch my videos, will be aware of Marie Curie, who was a Polish naturalized French physicist and chemist, and she won 2 different Nobel Prize in scientific fields. Now, if I give you a little bit of backstory on Marie Curie, one summer when Marie Curie was a young lady, she was feeling really, you guessed it, bored and restless. She'd been studying physics and chemistry for many years, and she was starting to feel as if she'd learned everything that she could. She decided to take a break from her studies and go on a trip to the countryside. her trip, Marie Curie visited a uranium mine. She was fascinated by the mine, and she started to wonder if there was something special about uranium. She decided to do some research on uranium when she got back to Paris. Marie Curie's research led to her discovering 2 new elements, one of which we're now familiar with today, radium. Radium is an highly radioactive element, and it's a powerful energy that can be used to treat what we all know now, cancer. Marie Curie's discovery of radium revolutionized the field of medicine, and it made her one of the most famous scientists in the world. Marie Curie's story is an inspiration to all of us. It shows us that even when you're feeling bored and restless, we can still do amazing things. If Marie Curie did not decide to take a break from her studies or her life and go on a trip to the countryside, she might never have discovered radium. So, what can we learn from this wonderful story of Marie Curie? The next time you're feeling bored, don't just sit around and complain about it. Get up and do something amazing. You never know what you might discover. I always encourage you to document your life, document what you're doing, because again, you never know when something that you've already done or you're doing is going to be magnificent and wonderful to the person who's listening or reading what it is you have put to paper. While I think about it, don't forget to watch my video on whether it's rude to dunk your biscuits. I can hear you loud and clear saying, who's going to listen to what I've got to say? I never get a word in edgeways when I'm here at home. And my life is so dull and boring. What will I write about? Take a trip to London and find some places that are related to Marie Curie. You should go to the National History Museum, where you'll find a collection of Marie Curie's notebooks and other personal belongings. Or visit the Science Museum, where they have a permanent exhibition on the history of radioactivity, which includes a section on Marie Curie's work. Or book yourself a ticket and get to Paris. Visit the Marie Curie Museum. The museum is housed in the former laboratory of Marie Curie and her husband, where they conducted their groundbreaking research on radioactivity. The Marie Curie Museum is a fascinating place to know more about the life and the work of the most important scientists in the 20th century. This Monday morning, you will not feel like most people who feel they're drifting through life. There are a few things you now can do to change that. First, you need to figure out what it is you want to do with your life and what goals and aspirations you have. Once you know what they are, you now are in a position to achieve it. You need to start making a plan of how you're going to get there. And then second, you need to be willing to recognize that it takes patience. And if you're not willing to step out of your comfort zone so that you can get in your genius zone, and if you don't know what that is, you need to watch the next video. Now my delightful feminine friends, I've got a big favour to ask of you. I would like you to be willing to step out of your comfort zone this summer. And I'm going to do the same. I'll report back to let you know what I do. And I'd like you to comment back down below what you are going to do this summer. If you're still not familiar with Marie Curie, maybe you're more familiar with Marie Curie's coffee mornings when they have a big campaign. And I was happy to take part in these wonderful campaigns. So it's held in the first Saturday in September. This year it's going to be held on September the 2nd. And it's a big campaign, it's nationwide, and it encourages people to host a coffee morning in their homes or their workplaces to raise money and funds for Marie Curie cancer care. And the event's been running since 1985, and so far it's raised over £100 million for the charity. So it's perhaps something that you could do and take part in, and it's a wonderful thing to do. Marie Curie left a wonderful legacy. Her daughter, Eve, was inspired by her mother's work in cancer research. That she set up a charity in her name, the Marie Curie Memorial Foundation, and it set up in 1948, and it was to provide care for people with cancer, and this was to be taken place in people's homes. And at the time that was a radical idea for people to be cared for at home who were suffering from cancer. Usually this would only be taken place in hospitals with specialised nurses, but Eve believed that people should be with their own family and their own surroundings by people who loved them. And now it's developed in the fact that they care for anyone who is terminally ill. And I'm also proud to say that I was one of the pioneers in their fundraising of payroll giving, going into workplaces and encouraging people to give out of their wages. And it's done some amazing results, so a fabulous legacy has been left. So look in your family, see what your grandparents did or your parents are doing that you can carry on. I can't wait. My delightful feminine friends, what are you waiting for? Hopefully I've given you lots of inspiration for this summer. So go out there and achieve the most incredible, delightful achievements. I know you're going to be amazing this summer.